Yeousch.
Alright, so now we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 4 Orbis, whatever the heck is going to be called.
Orbis.
So here's what we do know about it, because apparently Kotaku got their hands on a dev kit, or they found one, or they saw it, whatever.
They stole it.
They stole it. It was sitting in a bar and they just swiped it. But we all know that dev kits are just a mere shadow of what the actual console could be.
Yeah.
But starting off, one of the biggest things about the PlayStation 4 or the next gen PlayStation that stood out to me was the fact that it has 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, according here, the PS3 got a half a gig of RAM.
Half a gig of RAM. So you're like octo-quadrupling the power.
Octo-quadrupling the power. That's a word, guys.
No, but that's really cool because, I mean, you can see that the PlayStation 4 is going to be a really powerful console.
What's the GPUs on that thing?
Dude, the GPU, 2.2 gigs of GPU memory.
550 megahertz for the freaking PS3.
That's, okay, so now this is cool. It has 4 dual-core bulldozers, supposedly. 4 dual-core.
That's better than, like, what does Sony want to do with that thing?
It's got 4 dual-core.
I mean, I guess it got to last a whole console cycle, so it has to be super duper strong.
4 dual-core.
4 dual-core. 4 dual-core.
It's like an
Ocho core.
I'm gonna call it the Ocho station.
The Ocho station.
The Ocho Cinco. No, actually, no. It can't really be Cinco.
So it's a PlayStation 4444.
You know, I think that if it is the PlayStation 4444, where do we go from there?
The 5555.
All right, so that's all cool. You know, it's also got this crazy secret AMD GPU, supposedly this of the 7000 series.
That's insane,
dude. So pretty much the PlayStation 4 is gonna be like a lot stronger than a lot of the gaming PCs that are out there.
Yeah, stronger than what I have right now, and I was pretty excited I can play Crysis 2 on max settings.
Yeah, so that's
Crysis 2, Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 3. Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm really excited for that. But what I really want to see is, you know, not so much of a hardware expansion, because it's cool that you can come out with new hardware and make it, you know, do all the bells and the whistles and the things and the ping things and the I'm saying. I really want functionality.
Okay, but
I want a better UI.
Yeah,
I'm tired of that XMB, like
the whole then you have to pick. Sometimes when I first got I got my PlayStation 3 pretty late, and I put the disc in. I'm like, okay, where's the game? Suddenly a little circle appears in the game module, and
you know, you try connecting your PlayStation 3 Bluetooth, you know, every time you turn on your PS3, and you figure out if you don't want to, you know, shoot somebody after that endeavor. I applaud you, because every little thing you have to do on the PlayStation, you have to like go through like one folder, go down into the next folder, find your mom's big toe, and then figure out what to do with it.
They need to optimize it. They also really need a consolidated online gaming community. I mean, like the Xbox Live. Like, I can just get on Xbox Live and say, hey, Charles is playing something. I can just jump on, play it.
That's another thing I wanted to see.
Kind of weird with the PlayStation.
Especially with PlayStation Home, which is really, it's like
Second Life.
It's
pretty Second Life, dude.
Dude, it's like I don't know what to say about it, because there are a lot of cool stuff that happens in Home, but I've been on PlayStation Home like once.
I went there and went to the Siren.
It's like the nether realms of the PlayStation.
Yeah, the Siren part of it. It's like, oh, it's scary, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I would like to see a lot more things incorporated with PlayStation Home.
I also want to see more Vita support. I know Vita's on shaky ground right now. Not a lot of people playing. You should. As a Vita owner, I think it's really good. It's a very powerful system. That's my Vita. I love it, playing Ninja Gaiden on it. But I'd like to see a little bit more like a better support on remote play. Right now you can play the Eco Collection and Tokyo Jungle. That's all I know, the games you can play on remote play. Something more. Yeah,
I think that one of the biggest things, though, that Sony has to do with this new console is they need a killer lineup of titles, launch titles, and not just hardcore titles. They need titles that will draw the parents in. They need because parents, first of all, who are going to be buying these consoles for their kids, they're like, you have a PlayStation 3 and it does all of this. You know, I don't think anybody really feels that the PlayStation 3 has outlived its life cycle. I mean, because look at it. You see the fact that you have, you know, granted 512, you know, megabytes of RAM is nothing big, but look at the way the PlayStation 3 runs.
Look at Uncharted.
Exactly.
So beautiful.
And then you've got your Blu-ray. I mean, it's just not it's not really time for it. So I think that for PlayStation or for Sony to really draw in that non-hardcore audience, they need a really strong launch title. I'm talking about like they need to hit it out the park. And we all know that Sony's marketing department is not the strongest.
I want to see some crying babies for the PS4 or a nut you can play outside. I hate those squirrels so bad.
So I think that, of course, marketing will be a huge thing for the PlayStation 4. I want to see how they, market it, not only as being this console that does all this amazing, cool, but I want to see it do. I want to see a marketing campaign that does, that draws non-gamers in. I want them to talk more about, the things that the PlayStation 4 can do.
I think you're right, because we're kind of at a level now where everything looks super realistic. You can't really improve on the graphics, so you have to get gameplay, you have to have connectivity. How does it affect not just my gaming, but everything else? You can watch streaming on it.
Yeah. Because that's the way Microsoft drew people in.
Yeah.
I mean, you start talking to your Xbox, and all of a sudden you've got like a new best friend.
Xbox play.
Xbox porn, and things just go crazy.
I was eating ribs the other day, so I can use my controller. So I was just going Xbox, Netflix, and I was like,
yeah, I was doing other stuff of mine, but we're not going to talk about it. But what we are going to talk about though is that I want the PlayStation 4 to have mother-loving backwards compatibility.
Yes.
I don't want none of that bullshit where they're like, okay, you know what, we're releasing the PS3, but you can't play PS2 games on it. Because that just doesn't make any sense, especially seeing as how the PlayStation 3 has, a plethora of awarded games. I mean, PlayStation 3 has so many games that are so notable that I think that it will hurt them if they don't, champion backwards compatibility.
Yeah, and going to where we are right now, gaming in general has so much history behind it now, and people would want to go and look at the classics. And Nintendo's making it very accessible with their with their downloadable titles, especially where you can buy it for 30 cents this month. But PlayStation needs to champion that, trying to get people to check out the original Fantasy, check out where Gran Turismo came from.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that. Now, one of the last things, or actually the last thing that I'm going to really say that I really want out of the PlayStation is make the Vita something that we can really use on both. I really want, it's cool that we have the PlayStation Vita, and it's dying, blah, blah, blah. But, dude, let me be able to, use the Vita as a controller. Make the Vita something that you can usefully do with the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Because you have a Vita. What would you like to see, when you're using your Vita and your PlayStation 4?
I was talking about, I want remote play, more remote play. It's so much better. More, more the online capabilities. It's kind of weird. It's just that you can really support the Vita way more, and it's not just the PS, not just the console, but Sony pushing more support for the Vita. And the Vita itself, super high tech device, kind of like how we're reading what the PS4 is. It's super duper high tech. So the Vita is there for the long run, and the PS4 looks like it's going to be there for the long run too. So, also one other thing, I don't want it to cost $699.
Exactly, I want it to be wallet friendly. That's also a really big point.
I think $399 is a good price. $299, $399. I can't pay more than that because I can't sell my kidney because I want to use it for surgery.
Sell your kidney, arm,
Surgery Simulator 2013 because that's so awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, those are all really valid points. We're really excited to see what exactly Sony is going to do. I'm really just anticipating February 20th. I mean, it'll be funny for Sony to announce a new PlayStation Vita or something.
With UMD support.
Something out of left field.
Yes. The PS Vita Go.
Yeah. But yeah, really exciting. If you guys have anything you'd like to say, definitely feel free to, leave your feedback. We want to know what you guys want from the PlayStation 4. So leave your comments below, and we'll definitely talk about it next episode, because this is something that the whole gaming community is waiting for in anticipation.
Come February 20th, check out our site. We're gonna get the news to you right after Sony announces it.
For sure. All right, guys, we'll be right back. So stick around. Wait.
What? Charles, did you pay the light bill?
I thought it was the first of the month, man.
It's where's Beyonce?
I want my mommy.
Your laptop is so bright.
It's so bright.